Hey, how you doing? I'm just hanging out at the cemetery. I like cemeteries. I go there here. I've been coming here for years and years and years. Um, I thought I would. At this point, I've taught you enough about my beliefs that maybe I could give you an example of a prayer. Okay. Haile Selassie, today I pray to thy. Thinking of the situation of these days, as well as the good things of these days. The good things being something everybody forgets to think about, and there's more of those in a way. Thinking of my adversaries, I'm thinking of thy example. Thinking of when the Italians came to Ethiopia and took over Ethiopia with Mussolini's armies in the Second Italo-Ethiopian War, and that it got so bad with illegal warfare and everything that I had to go into exile into England for 5 years, and then 5 years later came back on the throne. And I'm thinking about thy example, the speech that I gave to the Ethiopians after that. It said that we will never forget. We'll forgive, but we'll never forget, and that's what I need to do. A part of me wants to think of see, my eyes are open. To me, prayer is just like talking to a friend. I think of the state of Florida, where there's a bunch of people that hate transgender people and Jews and like a bunch of people, but especially transgender people. And I imagine like how they say that God sent the shooters that shoot all the people in schools and stuff because of how wicked everybody's being, that there's such a thing as LGBT people especially, and that's why the shooters are shooting people, which even if that's true, it shouldn't happen. These are just bad people. So I think of like what would happen if the whole state of Florida just went into the ocean and everybody died, you know? And then I think, wow, sounds like something they would say. And then that's like I gotta follow thy example with the Italians, you know, to forgive but never forget, you know, and to be careful and to fight when it's time to fight. Florida probably does have a lot of neo-Nazis and stuff, but there's probably also a bunch of babies and children and old people and sweet people and Rastas and LGBT people, and there's probably so many people that it would break my heart to think something bad would happen to them. And I don't want anything bad to happen to my enemies either, you know? I really don't want, thy example is the right example. That's wanting those kind of things is a dumb idea. It's bad. But I'm thankful for thy example and thy teachings of where our priorities ought to be so that peace can be a possibility. Thy example to always pray to Jesus and Mary and keep their example close in the previous Advent, the previous John Incarnate. Yahshua was an example of how to love one another and not judge one another, and to leave judgment to just the whims of the karma and of nature, and that's not your job to do that. To wish good on people and to spend your energy blessing and loving people and forgiving people and being patient with people, following thy example. And so I'm thankful for these things. Help I keep strong and not no matter how mean people are, how dangerous, to keep in mind that when it's time to fight, it's time to fight. I might have to fight, even kill somebody in self-defense and things like that. You know, these people are really angry, and they hate fags, like they say, and things like that, and they're coming to get us. You know, so I need to be ready to fight and defend myself, and I have a right to do that. But at the same time, forgive them instantly. I probably would be doing the same thing if I were them. And to follow thy example of love and strength and forgiveness and the right way to do things, which is to higher loyalty to international citizenship, secondary loyalty to national citizenship. And there's no such a thing as a true religion. Nobody's right. Everything's a perspective. And I say these things asking for strength, and please forgive I for moments that I'm not living up to that. Amen.